I am really having so much fun playing this game in Nickelodeon Kart Racers, Slime Speedway, lots of fun, and the game has some problems and with characters getting stuck, and this is not what I'm going to be talking about. If the game is fun, I think this is one of the best racing games to play this year. It's super fun. All they have to do is put out a patch. This game definitely needs a hot fix, but I wanted to talk about some characters, and I've been playing the game for a few hours today on the stream, and I heard about some characters that's in the game. I didn't make it too far into the game, and there's certain characters that I wanted to see in this game. I got the Turbo Edition, by the way, so I'm just gonna bring it up on the roster. The music is amazing. So tonight I'm just going to start talking about this game because I look forward to playing more and I want them to do more with the game. I wish this had crossplay. It's unfortunate that it's missing. And I'm not here to slam the game or anything like that. I enjoy the game for what it is. I'm happy Jimmy Neutron is in the game. Jeannie Wakeman, My Life as a Serious Robot. It goes on and on for some of these characters, and I'll show y'all how far I got. And something that's a major grind is that they have these characters that's locked, so you guys can see my progress. So just to show that I have the Turbo Edition and more, I got 183 coins or slime tokens, and I basically have enough to basically unlock one of the characters, which is tops at 170. But I'm not going to buy characters right away. I'm not going to jump the gun and unlock everything right away as I get enough. Well, I got enough. I got 170, so I can get Danny Phantom, I can get Cat Dog, or whoever I want to get. I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm going to actually grind the slime tokens so I can unlock several characters. Did someone say tacos? Y'all must have tacos? So it's so much fun. I love the voice acting in the game. The voice lines is funny. And Leonardo, I actually don't have a pinky. It's so funny to hear these characters talk. And Zuko, I like Zuko's voice lines. Just real quick to share Zuko's voice lines. The Turbo Edition is worth it. The Zuko, I like Zuko, Susie, and Jimmy the most for their voice lines. Every character sounds great. I got to try out all the characters right now that we have unlocked, and even this alternate skin of Raphael talks. So Raphael being locked, of course. But it's so much fun to see these characters and being added into the game, but it's missing. And they're missing characters. These characters don't need to be in the game. They need to be alternate skins, and I just don't agree with how they set it up and how they basically came apart and came out with this roster. And that's what I'm talking about tonight. And I'm not talking about the Chiefs. I'm not talking about the crew members and things like that. It's awesome to see some of these characters. Characters like Ickis could be a playable racer. That I was hoping to see, but it's just so crazy to see. I want to see Timmy Turner get into the game. I want to see all these other characters and lovable characters that people want to see get in for DLC. I want them to do more. If we're getting a hotfix patch, I wonder if they're going to consider doing some updates for the game for new chiefs, new crew engineers and all that, so playable racers that we could play. But I'm not thinking about the crew members and chiefs and all that. That could be separate updates. Let's talk about the drivers. Let's talk about the racers to be in the game. Jimmy Neutron, it's nice to see him in this game. The character models, they look phenomenal. Just look at it. I'm playing it on a PS5. This game looks beautiful. The graphics, the colors, it runs smoothly on PlayStation 5. I know some people are having problems with the frame rate. I have not experienced any sort of frame rate issues with playing the game and all the tracks. I haven't tried all the single tracks. I'm going to be playing some tonight to try to grind up some slime tokens for fun. But I really hope that they consider adding DLC. Are we going to get DLC to get some of these characters to be playable? They got so many missing shows. And I waited for this game to come out so I can start talking about it. What do you guys think about Purple Reptar? He could be an alternate skin for Reptar. We got the real Reptar in the game. He right here. We don't want Purple Reptar. We want Green Reptar. We want to keep this one, and he could be an alternate skin for him. And that's why I don't like how they pulled that Mario Kart. Now I'm not going to compare it to Mario Kart because this is a completely different racing game. Mario Kart doesn't have any chiefs. They don't have a crew member or any sort of crew mechanic to back you up in the race to give you an advantage to help you cross the finish line and make it to first place. The crew members, the whole purpose of this game, and that what makes it so different is because we have the chiefs and the crew members helping out to assist you while you're on the track, while you're gathering that slime, so you get that power up and you get an item to help you out and just be able to win. That's what makes it so different from other racing games. That's what I like about Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 and just the different mechanics and just the voice lines. So I just want them to really come out with some ideas. I wanted to just be one of the first to talk about it. To DLC, let's get some DLC talk and conversations going for this game so we could start getting some of these other characters that deserve to be into the game to get represented. These shows that are underrated like Kablam, Rocket Power that I like. Some people don't really talk about some of those shows. Fairly Odd Parents is missing. Timmy is one of my most wanted characters I want to see. I don't want to see these characters make it as chiefs and crew members. They can expand this roster to stack up on playable racers and drivers to be able to be playable. We didn't need Camper, SpongeBob, and Patrick. And it just seems like we just got slapped in the face by clones. We didn't need to have that. See what I'm saying? So you already got SpongeBob and Patrick. You could just change the character with a push of a button. Look at the bottom of the screen next to the slime tokens. Press X to go back in the options. You could come out with a selectable update alternate skin with the shoulder buttons with R1 to change the colors. You change the colors in Super Smash Bros. And Nickelodeon All-Star Ball. You got those alternate skins in the game. You could put that in. You could have had Raphael and you could switch them to Eastman and to this basically this alternate skin. It looks nice, but it's not necessary to just have a select few characters have an alternate and they're two different characters. They're just taking up slots. They're taking up space on the room that spaces for other characters. You're closing the door on other shows that have a good chance to be able to shine, even though they might not get the most view, and they're Nickelodeon shows. That's what I was saying before, prior to this coming out to the 14th today. This is Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3. You would think they would have a lot more shows represented, but there's so many that they can do for the roster for playable racers. You can add more live action characters to join her. I personally don't have a problem with JoJo being into the game, but I'll take JoJo over Purple Reptar. And these alternate skins or Raphael, he's taking up the slots. But it's just so many different things that I want to see for this game. They gotta fix the problems, and it's just so much fun to play. The music, I love it. The soundtracks and more. And just hearing these characters talk, it's just such a great game. It's a good game to play. It's so much better than, and some people were asking earlier today, is it better than Kart Racers 1 and 2? It's way better than Kart Racers, the first game. It destroys that game, and it's better than the second game. The second game was great, but the only thing I missed from the first game that I'm going to miss is that I will add is the team racing. Team race, they could do something like that for an update. For online, do a team race, and you could team up with some friends, and y'all could try to battle. You see what I'm saying? They can come out with a team race and have it playable offline and online. You can team up with some friends and some online friends to try to make it to first place and get the most points for your team to claim victory. That's what I would do. Team race, let's bring that back. And then from the first game, it also had unique specials. Characters like Angelica, for example. We already know she's not a playable racer in this game because they chose those alternate skins and those different clones. But characters like Angelica had those chocolate chip cookies to give her boosters. You had 3 different boosts. So each time she would eat a cookie, she would gain a boost and be able to go faster on the track. And then other characters like Raphael, he had his size. And then Hey Arnold, or Arnold basically, he had the pigeons from the show to give him a flight to basically like an autopilot sort of upgrade, and you're going super fast to catch up. So you don't have to worry about trying to drift and control it. You have autopilot on the kart to really get a speed boost, a significant boost to really try to catch up to make a comeback. So all those different characters had different specials. That's what I liked about the first game. But other than that, it just lacked. The tracks weren't all that great, and the music was all the same, basically. This music is catchy. But it's just so much fun playing this game, and I've been playing it only for a few hours, and I'm definitely going to be playing more throughout the weekend. But I wanted to talk about this. What's some of the characters that y'all want to see for DLC? Do you guys think that they're going to have the audacity to bring out DLC to stack up this roster? And look at the roster. You see what I'm saying? Look, doesn't it seem like it could be more? It seems like, see, these guys are locked, but they can expand. Look, under Jimmy Neutron, Ren, Garfield, and then this alternate skin of Raphael, it seems like it could be more. The Corsair can be bigger. They could definitely expand this roster for DLC, come out with Grand Prix updates. They don't even have to get crossplay. That's something I would like to see as a feature, but just come out with DLC packs. The Turbo Pack, as announced from yesterday, the Turbo Pack, if you did not get the Turbo Edition, is going to be available later this year. So if you bought the Standard Edition or the physical copy of it, regardless, if you got the digital or the physical copy of the Standard Edition at that, you will be able to get the Turbo Pack later this year as a separate purchase. So if you're not ready to make that move to get Zuko, you don't think it's worth it and you want to wait, or get them game later this year during the holiday season, it's still going to be able to benefit you, but they can really expand. So it gave me the idea of maybe DLC packs for characters. Come out with a character like Azula for something like that. You get her cart, you get the character, and then maybe some cart parts, and maybe they can come out with an exclusive stage. But they don't have to go that far to adding a new track. You get the character in the cart, and then a paint skin. That's significant to the show. But they got to get those voice lines to go with the characters, so that certain person or that said character gets a voice line and has a voice actor behind the character. See what I'm saying? So that's something else that's also going to be concerning. Are they going to be able to get those voice actors to play those said characters? It does not have to be the original actor. It can be new talent to play those characters. Not sure what's going on with Fairly Odd Parents, but I think they deserve to be in this game. He definitely needs to be a racer with Cosmo and Wanda and those kind of cars. They got Ultra Lord wheels, but he can't be a playable racer. They got so many different reps from these different shows to be able to expand. Some people like Fanboy and Chum Chum. Huge Loud House fans from the Casa Grande. Some people want to see Ronnie Ann. It's a lot of different characters that they can get in. So I'm hoping that they really be able to expand. Notice how the characters stop talking. They're not even saying anything anymore. But bugs like that need to be addressed. And in the hot faces, the characters getting stuck on the track, falling through the map over and over and over. I experienced some of those problems, but I haven't had any other issues with those. But I want to see more. I want to see what they do. I hope they bring more for playable racers. I'm not talking about the Chiefs or the crew members. Let's get some more racers on the track to hit the tracks, and it's going to be able to expand and bring people together to see their fan favorites and some of their favorite shows get in to this game. The character models, just again, they look amazing. See, I can get Odie right now. 170, lovable and kind, just don't stand too long on the border. It's nice to see. I wonder how he sounds. Maybe somebody already unlocked him. Can he talk, or does he just bark? I don't know what he says. But the voice acting, just everything is great about this game. There's nothing else I can really think of that I dislike, because everything else is great. I'm having so much fun playing this game. I want to see more characters though. That's what I want. Can't get the crossplay. I want to see some DLC. Let's get some more characters, and they can come out with more Grand Prix. It's stacked with all types of different content. I haven't even touched the challenges, so I'll be able to experience more and be surprised by what else is in the game when I play more throughout the weekend. But they gotta bring more to the table. You don't just settle for this. I don't want them to settle. That's why I'm bringing it out today. I don't want them to settle now that the game is out. Don't settle. Let's bring some more and get some more ideas and get some of these other characters to get into the game. But I don't know what you guys think. Some of the characters that you guys think was probably make it in, do you guys think it's probably going to be a good chance for DLC? Does it have a chance? Or is the actual DLC on the lowest of keys Zuko, Shredder, Ozai, and this guy? Or this skin? maybe that's all we're gonna get. I want to see some consistency. Even if it's gonna take some time, I think it's definitely it's a good game. This is the best game and the best time to bring out these characters. These guys look great. These character models and Rocco. He even says racing day is a very dangerous day. It's just so fun. I just really want them to do more. I hope they do.